Hello and welcome to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 14th of February for the Sun or the Ascendant. I'm going to give you some broad overviews of what to expect, but please stay with me. I will then dive deep to give you in much greater detail each of the 12 zodiac signs. Now this week begins with Valentine's Day, and it's an opportunity for people to celebrate their relationships. But I think it's important not to just focus on those romantic ties. Important to think about the people we get on well with, the friends that are very uplifting, the colleagues who are cooperative. But if you are fortunate enough to be in a tie which is going well, the fact that Venus, the coquettish, seductive, sensual, ruler of Taurus, and the more gracious relator of Libra is in a conjunction with the passionate raw energies of Mars, and that comes into an exact conjunction on Wednesday this week. It does suggest that things are set fair, that there can be an exchange of affections, and it really can be predicated on the back of that combination. But if you are not in a relationship and it can feel that all that's going on out there, what about how it feels for those who are not hooked up? Well, set your intentions about what you want, and also think about what other people may expect from you. And our listening skills are very much sharpened up, because on Tuesday Mercury returns to the sign of Aquarius, which it left on the 26th of January. So this is a chance to be a little bit more dispassionate about other people's viewpoints, and listening is one of the greatest gifts of any relationship. But also we do have on Wednesday the full moon in the glamorous and very affectionate sign of Leo. And Leo energy is very much about living out our dreams when it comes to getting our personal desires met, and it is about being much more demonstrative. Now, on the other side of the heavens, the sun in the more detached and cooler sign of Aquarius is much more about the group. So if it has proved a bit tricky recently to manage your time, you may have found that your friendships have been taking precedence over an important close relationship, then Valentine's Day gives you the opportunity, along with the new moon, to refocus your time in a more appropriate way. But it could also be a trigger for someone in your circle stepping forwards and showing some kind of interest romantically. But watch out for those non-verbal signals, because someone's body language could give away exactly how they feel. Now also this week, Jupiter, the planet of growth and of joy and of expansion and traditionally of good luck, continues its sparkling alliance with Uranus, the planet of freedom and surprises. So because Jupiter's in the immutable watery sign that it governs of Pisces, it may be that something through our instincts can manifest in a more practical way through Uranus. So that could point towards a slice of fortune financially for some people. Then on Friday, the Sun makes its way into the 12th and last of its ingresses into the sign of Pisces. So this is making its way towards the 20th of March, when we have the spring equinox and the start of the astrological calendar. So the 12th house energy, or Pisces energy, can be a time of reflection. But if you're fortunate enough to have a dazzling connection to someone this week, or you set your intentions for someone you'd like to bring into your world, or you're thinking carefully about how you may attune your approach to relating in general in any type of a relationship, I think what the Pisces energy does is kind of saying that if we can let our senses guide us a little more, if we can let our intuition guide us, that can be a very, very valuable asset, especially if there is someone that are a little bit unsure whether to make that bold step forwards, to letting them know that we are really drawn to them. And if you are hooked up in a relationship and you have a lovely moment this week, I just think as you make your way into this Pisces energy, especially because Jupiter and Neptune are there as well, a great opportunity for us all to think more about peacefulness, healing, therapies, natural medicines. All these things can come very much to the fore over the next month. Now, if you're new to my channel, I'd be honoured if you would subscribe. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. And also, if you'd like to get your free written daily horoscope fired to your device each morning, please see below where you can click and subscribe. It'd be great to have you with me. I've been writing these for over 25 years. If you'd like to ascend above Zodiac sign astrology, do you know the best place to start is actually with a character analysis, because it will give you so much information that really is based on you, the individual, for when you were born, that exact moment. It's so critical. No two reports are the same. And if you go for my package, you can get a 12-month forecast as well. Again, totally unique to you, but get 30% off. Please see the link below for more. But please stay with me for those extra details for each of the 12 signs. Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your weekly horoscope for week commencing the 14th of February. Your situation recently has given you an opportunity to showcase what makes you individual. That's been particularly so since the new moon in your sign at the turn of January into the start of February. But of course Saturn was close by, so it's not been a frivolous energy. You've really had to hunker down and narrow your focus. Now, concurrent to that, of course, is the restless Uranus in your 4th house of home, family, emotion, and that psychological pack of influences in the sign of Capricorn. So it's been quite complex for Aquarius people. So the full moon this week, when we have a full moon in the opposite sign to our own, it can often flag people who feel that maybe we're being a little bit too single-minded with the projects, plans and ambitions that we have as individuals. But I think if anyone starts to go down that line of thought, I think you'll be quick to remind them that actually your situation has been really quite complex. So the thing is this week, Aquarius, is that with Mercury moving back into your sign on Tuesday, that's going to move you a bit more into the here and now, because you've been trying to gain traction in the here and now. But I think this very tender energy that you've also been trying to embrace, or perhaps if you found it less comfortable, felt a little bit stressed by, and of course that Uranian energy, very, very unsettling. But I think Mercury moving into your own sign is terrific. And also the move of the Sun on Friday into Pisces sees it joins up with Jupiter and also Neptune. But Jupiter this week is actually coming to your aid in a really big way. Jupiter in the 2nd solar house is generally a really good luck story, particularly for finance, but it's linking brilliantly to Uranus. So maybe adapting your home, making it a bit more spacious can add value to it in some way, or maybe you're going to find somewhere else to live that suits your purpose more. Or with the Sun moving into your 2nd house, you finally get the physical rewards for a lot of hard work that's been going on for a long time. Now, of course, we also have Valentine's Day, and Venus and Mars combining on Wednesday exactly could bring a connection to someone from your past. Really don't be surprised if you hear from an old friend, an old flame, and it could be through social media. They may not make an ovate romantic play, but some kind of connection to a past relationship is certainly possible. But if you're in a relationship, your skills at understanding the deeper needs and attributes of a partner is going to be a great way to unify you. So if you're not just looking at things in the physical world, you're actually understanding their current dilemmas, their current opportunities, and you're investing in that. That's going to make your relationship ever closer. If you've got a situation where it's not so easy to understand where each of you are coming from, the combination of this full moon, all these energies in your 12th house, and the move of the Sun into the 2nd house, which is kind of asking you to take your self-worth more seriously, could see a shift or even a separation. It just depends on the circumstances. Now, if you are single, you don't hear from that old flame, you don't know who might come into your world, you may argue, I don't care if somebody doesn't. But if you are someone who does want to have connections with others, I think it might be that someone could be drawn to you, but they may not be asserting their interest in a particularly obvious way. So do look out for those non-verbal communicational signals. You know, how someone looks at you, their hand signals, how they smile. Hints can be very important to understanding the politics of romance in this Valentine's week.